The number one thing I learned while in film school is probably the most valuable tool I have in my filmmaking toolkit. Filmmaking theory. Here's what it is to me and why it is so important. Theory is such a relative term, right? Well, maybe not as much as we think. A common thing I see around YouTube is people giving filmmaking advice, or filmmakers in general, are so focused on the gear and equipment used that they have no concern for the theory that goes into it. What's the deal, folks? If you don't know how to tell a compelling story, then no one will want to watch it, and then you'll get frustrated, and then you'll start to complain. Filmmaking is more than just the gear you use. I look back on my film school days, and the thing that doesn't stand out is how to use the equipment, what it's like to set up a light, how to set up the light, the effects it has when you position it a certain way, or what happens when you move the camera in a certain manner. All of this can be learned on YouTube through videos or even in a book. Sorry if that's too much work for you. There isn't a set of rules you need to follow in order to make a movie and start a career in filmmaking. You need to know why certain decisions are being made and why you should or shouldn't do something. If you do the exact same thing that everyone else will do, you will be exactly the same, and people won't have to watch your work to get a taste of you. Besides, doing the same exact thing as everyone else does not guarantee success. So theory. What is the best way to start learning theory? Start by watching old movies. Put in a movie from the 30s or 40s. Maybe watch a 70s film. Don't be scared to look into the origin of filmmaking and pop in a few silent films while you're at it. But don't stop there. Study them. Part of developing your own artistic theory is to learn where movies have come from, why they did what they did, and use their techniques and artistic approaches in your own way. Having a purpose for everything on screen is essential. Why someone walked the way they did. Why the lighting was done the way it was done. Why did you show the fork at the beginning of a scene? The reason you have a camera dolly in. It is all part of your filmmaking theory. People react on an emotional level to your filmmaking, and if you can have an emotional intention for every decision you make, you will start to develop your own unique style that is unique to you. So put the camera gear book down for a bit. Pick up a history book. Interact with people. Talk to people. Find out what makes them tick. Develop your own artistic theory. And stop falling into the trap that you need a formula in order to succeed. If you have an artistic theory, you can apply that to your film and develop your own unique voice, because it will never work the same in every scenario. And if it does start to turn out the same, you may be getting lazy in your storytelling. So check yourself. So what is your inspiration behind your artistic theory? Share in the comments below. Share this video with someone you think might find it useful, and give it a like. I really hope that this can be useful to you and help you to succeed as a filmmaker. If you have any questions, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and subscribe by clicking somewhere here on the screen. Really, coffee is just bean juice or dirty water.